Good morning. My name is Garland Certain, and I'm chairman of the Northwest Kentucky Forward Board. And I want to welcome you this morning to this exciting event. It's great for everyone and for our great Commonwealth and our great area here. This is a special announcement for Rio Tinto Alcan, and it will definitely improve the conditions of our area. You've probably noticed that a lot of the county officials are not present today, and I want to explain to you briefly why. Most of them are in Frankfort today for the County Government Day and to honor former Henderson County Judge Sandy Watkins. And he will be remembered on the House floor in Frankfort today. And as you know, Sandy, the judge, had a very important role in this, the development of this area, this park, and just a lot of great things for not only Henderson but for our area and region. So we want to remember him also. But before we get into the main announcement and program today, I would like to recognize a few people. And I want to ask, normally I would ask you to stand, but due to your present position, I'm not going to ask you to sit down. And so if all of the Henderson City Commission members would wave your hands so everybody will know we appreciate you for your efforts. And any other county and city officials that are here today, if you would raise your hands, representing any of the counties in this area. And also we have several members of the Northwest Kentucky Forward Board. If you would raise your hands, please. There's several of you here. And thanks to you for what you did to help get this going today and for this project. I would like to introduce the participants in our program today. One person that really doesn't need an introduction, but I'll introduce him anyway, is our Governor, Steve Beshear. And the Vice President of Rio Tinto Alcan is Gia Atia. And Stefan LeBlanc, who is the plant manager of Rio Tinto here in Sebree. And Bruce Todd, who's going to represent the Henderson County Judge Executive, who again is in Frankfort today. Bruce. Again, thank you for joining us this morning. And I will ask that the governor come forward. You know, a man once said that a horse goes nowhere until he's harnessed. So in this horse state, Governor, I hope you're harnessing everything so that we know where we're going. So, Governor, that's how you are.
Thank you. Thanks very much. Another warm spring day in the Commonwealth of Kentucky. Well, I want to tell you something. It may be cold outside, but it's exciting in here. We've got some exciting news for Henderson County and this whole region. First of all, just let me say it's great to be back home. You know, I grew up just down the road here in Dawson Springs over in Hopkins County, so this is my home and I love getting back here. We've been spending a lot of time in West Kentucky over the last 3 years I've been governor, and I'm all over Western Kentucky today again. But what I'm most excited about is the news that we're announcing today, because we are going to retain the nearly 500 jobs for the employees here at Rio Tinto Alcan's smelter plant in Sebree. As you all know, this is one of the largest employers in this area. And in this difficult economy, there is nothing more important to our families in the Commonwealth of Kentucky than a steady job and reliable income. That's really what it's all about. It puts food on the table, it pays the utility bills, it puts clothes on our backs, it gets medicines that keep our families safe, it puts a roof over our head. This plant is one of only a handful of aluminum smelters still operating in the United States of America. And as one of the top aluminum producing states in the nation, this industry is an important part of Kentucky's economic landscape. Stabilizing the aluminum industry and providing opportunities for it to grow and expand are important to Kentucky. And I'm pleased that state government was able to step up and partner with Alcan to make this reinvestment possible. Without the changes that we made about 18 months ago in a special session of the General Assembly, when we totally revised all of our economic incentives, we would not be standing here today. Back in the summer of 2009, I proposed changes to modernize our economic development programs, to allow the state to not only work with new companies that we were trying to attract to move from some other state into Kentucky, but to also allow us to work with our good corporate Kentucky citizens, the companies we already have here in Kentucky, our existing companies, who were looking to reinvest, who were looking to expand their operations. Up until that time, we had tools to deal with the first, with companies from outside Kentucky to come into Kentucky, but we really had no tools to work with our existing business. We changed all of that. And honestly, that is why we're standing here today and making this announcement about 500 good-paying jobs that are going to stay in Kentucky. You know, it's kind of easy for that number to roll off your lips, 500 jobs. But we need to stop and think for a minute what's really behind that. That's these folks standing right out here. That's their families. It's 500 Kentucky families that, because of the hard work of a lot of people, are going to be able to go to bed at night in the future confident and secure in the fact that they got a good paying job, they'll be able to support their families, they'll be able to continue sending their kids to school and increasing the quality of life for all of us. You know, I didn't get those incentives passed by myself. And I want to pay tribute here today for your local legislators who stepped up and helped me do this. Senator Dorsey Ridley worked very hard on this. Representative David Watkins, Representative Arnold, Representative Goots, they all helped us, and let's give them a round of applause. Folks, since we made those changes 18 months ago, not only have we been able to bring this about here today, but almost 250 companies have been preliminarily approved for one or more of those new or expanded economic incentive programs. Those 250 companies represent a new investment in the Commonwealth of Kentucky of almost $2.2 billion. It represents a potential of about 15,000 new jobs and about 4,800 saved jobs, including the 500 jobs that we are saving right here in Henderson County today. I want to congratulate Rio Tinto Alcan on their reinvestment plans and the confidence that they're expressing in the Commonwealth of Kentucky, and thank them for partnering with our state to save these jobs. But I want to tell you out there something also, and they would be the first to tell you this. This plant wouldn't be here today if we didn't have a high-quality workforce represented by Local 9443 here of our steel workers that give the quality work that keeps this plant going and turns out a quality product. And let's give a round of applause to all of those folks who work here with us and for us. Thank you all very much. I also want to say thanks to the local officials here. Judge McCormick in the Fiscal Court, Garland Certain and Northwest Kentucky Forward, all of the different local groups that have come together to make this happen, because folks, it doesn't just happen. It happens because people work together to make it happen. And because we have worked together, and because Alcan has stepped up and worked with us, this is certainly and indeed a great day, not just for Henderson County, but for the entire state of Kentucky. Thank you all very much. And I have a small token of appreciation to the company. Guy, would you come up for a minute? He told me when he flew in, he said, this is the first time I've been down here when it's white all over the place. And I said, well, you could have been here for about the last 3 months and it would have been white all over the place. This has been a rough winter for us. But we want to thank you, Guy, for your confidence in us, for the company's confidence in us. We're looking forward to a great relationship for many years to come.
Thank you very much.
Good morning, Governor Beshear. It's a great pleasure to have you at Rio Tinto Alcan aluminum smelter in Sebree, so that you can see firsthand how you and the Commonwealth of Kentucky are assisting our plant to remain a viable part of the Western Kentucky economy. I also want to thank our business colleagues from the surrounding area who have joined us today, and to our employees who are sharing in this important day. I'm Guy Autier, Rio Tinto Alcan Business Group Vice President. I'm excited to be here today and to share in this important announcement. Governor, the fact that you are here to celebrate this announcement means a great deal to Rio Tinto Alcan, our 500 Sebree employees, and to this region. Today we officially begin construction of our 37 million carbon bake furnace project, which we aim to have completed in the next few months. Our new bake furnace, which you and Kentucky Economic Development Cabinet so graciously support with a sizable tax incentive package, will allow us to dismantle and replace an outdated furnace that provides additional safety challenge for our employees. The new bake furnace that we will install gives us the capability to produce high-quality anodes, such as the one that you see in front of us, just down there. These anodes are a critical component in the aluminum production process because they conduct electricity in our aluminum pots. Through this project, Rio Tinto Alcan has invested in the sustainability of the Sebree smelter because we believe this plant is key to the Western Kentucky economy. And just as important to our company is the support we have received from you and the Economic Development Group, locally and in Frankfurt. Before closing, I want to say thank you to the staff of Northwest Kentucky Forward, especially Kevin Shaley, who led the charge in helping us to get support from the Commonwealth for our project. Let me say thank you also to Patty Lockhart and Cabinet Secretary Larry Hayes, who are with the Kentucky Economic Development Cabinet. They began working with us more than a year ago on our application to obtain a Kentucky Reinvestment Act tax incentive package for this project and other projects that we have in the pipeline. A special thanks to our elected leader, including Senator Dorsey Ridley, who guide us down the path into state government. I also want to acknowledge the hard work that the late Cindy Watkins provided to this project. He was instrumental in making this plan what it is today. We miss him very much. Finally, I want to thank our employees. We have some of the best and most knowledgeable workers in the aluminum industry. Because of their continued effort, we have been able to remain a viable part of the local and state economy for nearly 40 years. Aluminum may be the lifeblood of our plant, but they are our heart and soul. On behalf of Rio Tinto Alcan and Sebree Smelter, once again offer my sincere gratitude to everyone here for being a partner in economic development.